So far and wide, keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
Not a chance.
The chores,
The stores,
fresh air.
Times Square.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there.
Welcome to another week of Irish Bill's Twist on Sports. This is Irish Bill with 7 Bob, the good-looking one to my right. We're here for, I think it's week 6. No, don't quit. Stop looking out the window.
Week 6.
Week 6. Week 5 coming up for the Raiders.
Oh gosh.
Still looking for W number uno.
Yeah.
But remember last year at this time when they were going to play Tate? They had won one game. That was against Milton last year, but they went on to Tate. Tate was unbeaten at the time. And Navarre went on the road to Tate and knocked off Tate. So anything is possible once district play starts, Bob.
Yep. They don't play games on paper. That's thank goodness.
That's for sure. I may be dragging on a little bit tonight. I unfortunately, I threw my back out on Sunday. And don't ask why. Please don't ask why. Or how.
How?
I'm glad you asked. I'm joking. Anyways,
Well,
it's
all that manual labor you and Marty did moving those rocks in your yard.
the pavers in our yard, and
Holy
and that's
cow.
what my massage therapist said earlier today. She goes, you need to give your body a rest. You're not a young spring chicken anymore. She's right.
And guess what I had for dinner?
Chicken.
Spring chicken.
Spring chicken. Well, anyway, so went and saw her, and Joe Settle. Right now, he hasn't earned the right to be the pick wizard. He's kind of lost that dubious honor of being the pick wizard.
He's
right
lost that picking feeling. Oh, that picking feeling. He's lost that picking feeling. Now he's gone.
And what'd you do with all that money?
Gone. What's that?
All the money your parents gave you for singing lessons.
You're so
Well, anyways.
funny.
Well, here's how the games. We are at Culver's in Navarre.
Yep.
Thanks to Randy and Honey Smith.
They've been such good friends.
9 years now we've been here.
Yep.
You've been here with me, I think, the last 6 years.
Yep.
And we've been doing this show. We started out on Wednesday night. We moved to Tuesday night once 3 years ago. Once we introduced the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show.
Yep.
And speaking of that, tomorrow night, this is our lineup who we're going to have on the show tomorrow night.
At the guard, a 6'4".
We're going to have Coach Jamie Jones.
All right.
Jaden Jones, defensive back.
Okay.
And Zeke Burgess will be joining us. We had Zeke on last year, didn't we?
Yes. Are they related, the Joneses?
It might be father and son. I'm not sure.
And no Holy Spirit. Okay. There you go.
And not the Holy Ghost. But anyways, well, that's our show tomorrow night at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Awesome.
But tonight,
Yep.
if you guys behave tonight, we may get an appearance from Coach O. You know, that's always a possibility when we call the Culvers on Tuesday night.
That is true.
Sometimes Coach gets mixed up with all the time zone changes and everything. but I think he might be in the area tonight. I'm not positive for sure, but I'm not trying to get your hopes up, but just to give you a heads up. And here's the scores from last week's games. A Thursday night game, North Bay Haven took out Weewa 37-6. Friday night, Milton over Navarre. Navarre started out great.
Sure did.
Didn't finish it off in the second half, 53-27. Milton is all of that 5-0. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the conversations we had with a few of the Milton players after the game at Whataburger last Friday night.
Nice young men.
Most definitely. Choctaw 42, Niceville 7, a running clock at home.
Nobody saw that.
No.
Did you have that on your bingo card?
I did not.
Uh-huh.
Running clock. Choctaw win, yes. Niceville running clock, no.
No, yeah.
Pace 35-0 Andalusia. No one saw that one. We saw Pace winning, but 35-0, not a chance.
Andalusia is usually very strong team.
Debbie checking in. Say, hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. Big game this week, Debbie.
Yeah, you brought it up, Bob. Big game this week. You and Marty going at it this week.
That's it.
And may the best team win. Fort Walton Beach gets their first win of the season. Former Navarre Raider Dante Walker had a big game for the Vikings last week.
Okay.
A wide receiver. Booker T. Washington over Gulf Breeze, 34-16. Gulf Breeze had the lead in that game, 16-14.
They were very competitive early, but
Washington made a switch at quarterback, and it was all Washington in the second half, 34-16. Pensacola Catholic takes the long road home over to Jacksonville, 35-0 over Providence School. Mosley over Escambia, who made the second straight trip to the Santa Rosa and Escambia counties, back-to-back weeks, 46-15, Mosley over Escambia. Tate gets back on the winning ways with a 27-7 win over West Florida.
West Florida's no slouch.
Now, that's a big win for Tate there.
Yep.
Tate has only given up 30 points in the first 5 games.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. Only gave up 3 in their loss, the 3-0 loss.
Right.
But we're going to turn this volume down so you don't hear all those beeps coming in. Get those out of here. Anyways, and let's head over to South Walton. Goes on the road for the first time. Not very successful. 34-14, Florida High over South Walton. Ware County over Lincoln, 42-9. Godby 35, Chiles 17. Clearwater Central Catholic all over Gadsden County. Good news for Gadsden County is all their ineligible players will be eligible for this week. So 49-0 Clearwater Central Catholic, which is a power. I think they're down in 2A.
Yes.
And they've won a couple of state titles over the last 5 or 6 years, if I remember right. Colquitt County over Rickards, 31-19. Valwood, Georgia, 37-21 over North Florida Christian. Leon over Port St. Joe, 21-13. Chipley goes to 5-0. They're 21-14 winners over the Royals of Jay. Bluntstown, what a juggernaut season they've had. I think they've scored 50 every game this year.
I think so.
58-22 over Arnold. Baker over Rutherford, 27-3. Madison County in one of the best games of the season, overtime over Bay, 41-35, giving Bay their first loss. Taylor County, 35, Destin 6. They stay unbeaten. Jefferson County, 42-0 over the minimally manned Vernon Yellow Jackets, 42-0. Sneeds over Bozeman, 20-19. Bless you.
Gazenta.
Holmes County over Northview, 25-12. Franklin County gets back on a winning track, 33-13 over Rocky Bayou. Osceola Christian over Baconton Charter, Georgia, 20-14. Wakulla over FAMU, 48-6. W.S. Neal over Mariana, 55-0. And Cottondale over Lighthouse, 38-11. Any of those games stand out?
Well, just that overtime game, Bay and the Cowboys.
Yeah. Cowboys blew big the week before at home, 9-0, I believe, was their score from the previous week.
Right.
And then they have a big game and a big win over undefeated Bay.
They'll take on all comers, that's for dang sure.
Gosh, I look at their schedule at the beginning of the year every year, and it's like, they play no Class 1A rule schools. They play 2A, 3A, and above. And they even play 7A schools. And they're very competitive in those 7A games.
They play Swanee? I think they do, don't they?
I would
a rivalry game.
Well, let's see if we can
But
pick
anyway, yeah, you're
we can
right.
pick up the
They take on all comers.
let me bring up the schedules for everyone here. Well, that's the district standings. We don't need that yet. Panhandle schedules. Madison County. See if I got them in here. Yep, this is their schedule. They start out with 7A DeLand, then 5A Lincoln. They played Sewanee already. Columbia, also a 7A school, if I remember right. At Bay, open week. Then they play Pace at home. Well, that's going to be a big
Pace.
game. They're playing Pace because remember they came over here last year.
Oh, that's right.
To play Pace, so that Pace has got to go over there. They go to Rains, a very solid school as well. Florida High, Apopka, down this year a little bit, but that's always a good program. And Lecanto, they're going down to Lecanto, which I think is a 3A or 4A school. But anyways, wow, what a schedule.
Yeah.
But
let me ask you about the
go for it.
Bluntstown game.
The Bluntstown game.
You're the head coach of Bluntstown. Do you like these blowouts, or would you rather have your team tested a little bit during the season?
You can kind of look at it one of two ways, Bob. You can get your players in there, get the big lead, go to your bench. So you can play a lot of players in these games. So if anybody goes down later in the year, you know what your backups can do. But one of their biggest things is they got to transfer running back who was all everything last year, Amari Thomas. I believe he was at Mariana last year. And we're going to bring up his name in a little bit later in the show for something that he did last week for Bluntstown. But let's go over our game last week. Our Ian Lockwood, player of the game for Milton, Caden Hall. What a special talent that young man is. Both sides of the ball, quarterback for Milton. He ran that offense to a T against the Raiders this past Friday night.
He did, and what was his fifth start as quarterback?
Yeah, ever. He's a defensive back committed to the University of Florida. Mm-hmm. Our offensive player of the game, another big night for Marquez White from Navarre. Our Will Sutter, defensive player of the game. Quamac Benton, he had two of the Panthers' 8 sacks on the night.
Yep.
And our special teams player of the game from Navarre, Jack Meyer, a perfect night for Jack. 3 for 3 extra points, 2 for 2 field goals, and a career-long 43-yarder for Jack. But the scoring got underway. Roman Marshall got knocked out in the first series. He did come back. But Allie Bryant completed a 4th and 15 pass to Marquez White, and he took it to the house from 38 yards out. By her kick, it was Navarre 7, Milton nothing at 9:48 mark. At 4:30, a 2-yard run by Caden Hall. Kick was blocked by the Raiders special teams, 7-6. And now Byer would kick the 43-yarder with 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. It was 10-6 after the ending to 1. Navarre would get
momentum was clearly in Navarre's favor. They moved the ball against Milton in the first quarter. Still not much of a running game. I don't know what's happened to the RPO, which was just so successful in past years for Navarre. Do we know Roman's condition? Is he his injury status? Or we're going to have to wait till tomorrow night.
We'll probably have to wait till tomorrow night on the show tomorrow night to find the status. But probably don't want to leak that out anyways because you got to have Tate questioning who the Raiders are going to bring in at quarterback. So, well, the Raiders got the second quarter started at the 10:05 mark, a 28-yard field goal by Byer, his second of the night. The Raiders had themselves a 13-6 lead. Short-lived at 6:14, 11-yard run by Hall, his second touchdown on the night. Boone Sanborn would kick the extra point, and we're tied at 13. They would run off 21 straight points in the second quarter at the 4:07 mark. A 13-yard run by Kyle Paul, his first of 2 on the night. And at 26.7 seconds to go, 1-yard sneak by Hall. Sanborn kick, and it was now 27-13.
Yeah, they had a stable of running backs.
It's just every time they turned around, the new running back was out there. I was having a hard time figuring out who was carrying the ball.
So did Navarre.
Good point. And Milton would continue their run of straight points. They would add on a touchdown at the 6:38 and the 1:36 marks of the third quarter. So a 35-0 run stretched the lead out. And it was Katie barred the door after that.
Yeah, and she did.
It was 40 to 13. The Raiders would get on the board at the 21-second mark. The Raiders, a 7-yard run by Curtis Sander. Only the first touchdown run by a running back. The other one was by Bryce Wheeler against Catholic in week 1.
And that was set up by a long pass from Bryant to Hamblin.
Indeed. It was actually a
60-yarder.
short pass turned into a 60-yarder.
Right, yeah.
Connor ran down the near sideline, tried to get in the end zone, but come up about 7 yards short, and Curtis would finish that one off. So we go to the fourth quarter. We're looking at a 40-20 game at the end of 3. A lot of points through the first 3 quarters. And Raiders would cut it to 13. The Raiders looking for a chance as Bryant would hit Marquez White with his second touchdown pass of the night. This one from 22 yards out. Byers kick. Raiders cut it to 40-27. But that's where their points would end on the night as Milton would tack on 2 more. Actually, I'm looking at this. There was points scored in the last minutes of each quarter. It's a 2:49-yard mark, a 18-yard run by Paul, his second on the night. Kick no good. And they finish off with a 7-yard Austin Eichmann run with 41 seconds to go. Sanborn kick in your final 53-27.
Yeah, you know that touchdown that Milton had right before the half. Boy, that was set up by an interception, I believe.
Yeah, that was the one by Katie Hall.
And
gave the short field.
Gosh, that really, because if Navarre would have been able to punch it in, then they would have gotten the second half kickoff, etc. But, take your hats off to Milton. They are a very good team.
And before we go on any more and give you any more stats, Bob and I, we stopped by because we were both a little thirsty.
We were parched.
So we stopped by Whataburger, which is just down the road from the stadium. And waiting in line was about 4 or 5 of the Milton Panthers. Aiden Spratt was one of them. Plays both.
Trees.
One of them was their tight end, Brendan Farish, who had 1 touchdown on the night.
6'6", 6'7", at least.
Gosh. And they were towering of us. But Aiden Spratt came out to me, and he saw our shirts. Yeah. He goes, I listened to all your recaps and your shows and everything. I was like, well, thank you. They were very respectful. We talked about the game a little bit and what Coach Ronnie Douglas has done up there.
Yep.
And I asked him, what's the difference between last year and this year? I mean, I said, you guys have a lot of the same players that you had last year. He said it's Coach Douglas and his outlook on things. And it was a pretty interesting conversation that we had with those young men. Very respectful. I asked them, well, why you guys think of Navarre? Normally, if you get opponent, they're gonna knock their team. This team didn't knock Navarre when they were down.
Right.
They had nothing but good things to say about Navarre, and that it's very refreshing these days when you talk to an opponent of a team, especially the ones that we broadcast for, and they were very pleasant young men.
Absolutely.
And hats off to Coach Douglas and what he's doing with that program over there. On the night, Allie Bryant went 6 for 10 for 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. Roman Marshall went out in the third. I think it was in the third quarter, early in the third quarter. He was 5 for 12, 35 yards and an interception. They even tried to attempt to pass on a fake field goal, fake punt at the end of the half, which really didn't matter to amount to much. Caden Hall, 5 for 10, 62 yards, touchdown, interception. They don't have to throw the ball much. Navarre receiving, Marquez White, 4 for 113, 2 touchdowns. Connor Hamlin, 3 for 78. Ben Eberhardt, 2 for 14 yards. Hoyt Gurney. I like those two. Those two young men run the ball hard, and they catch the ball out of the backfield. Both sophomores.
We may see them giving our running back a spell since he plays both ways.
We could very possibly see that. For Milton, receiving, there was only 5 receptions. Brendan Ferris had 2 for 40 and a touchdown. David Aboya, 1 for 15. Ezra Jones, 2 for 7. And Navarre rushing. Oh, where has my rushing gone? Oh, where can you be? I'm not sure. Because in the past, Navarre's been a running team. This year, we're at a loss for words, aren't we, Bob?
Even going back to last year, too.
We're at a loss for words. Ben Eberhardt led the team, 2 carries, 21 yards. Kurt Sanders, 4 for 14, and the lone rushing touchdown. Roman Marshall, 12 carries, 10 yards when he wasn't being sacked numerous times. Milton had 8 sacks on the night, and I think Roman got sacked 7 of those times. And
Is that a record?
Against Navarre, I would probably say it's pretty close. Hoyt Gurney, 3 carries for 7 yards. Allie Bryant, 2 for 6. Marquez White, 1 for -5 on a jet sweep. Milton rushing. Seems like that's all they were doing. Rushing here, rushing there, rushing everywhere. 46 carries, 383 yards, 7 touchdowns. 13 carries, 113 yards for Antonio Middleton. Caden Hall, 11 carries, 106 yards, 4 touchdowns. Kyle Paul, 8 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aiden Spratt, 3 carries for 40. Mason Dickey came in at the end, 3 carries for 18 yards. Austin Eichmann with the last touchdown, 6 carries, 14 yards. Trayton Glidwell, 1 carry, 7 yards, and Ezra Jones, 1 for 7. Navarre special teams, Jack Meyer, 3 for 3 extra points, 2 for 2 field goals from 43 and 28. Jacob Bishop averaged 44.5 yards a punt on 3 punts. Brody Powers, 1 kickoff return for 11. Marquez White, 3 kickoff returns for 71 yards. Jaden Jones, 2 for 42. Milton special teams, Boone Sanborn, 5 for 7 on extra points, 2 touchbacks. Ezra Jones, 0 for 1. We're still waiting on the defensive stats from this past weekend. Unfortunately, Coach Hemme had to go out of town for a funeral this past weekend. I don't know any of the details, but so he was not unable to get those to me. So we'll get those posted on Facebook as soon as we receive them. So let's look back at this game, Bob. Great start by the Raiders. A lot of energy on this. We should have suspected something right away when Landon Johns lines up to do the kick. Landon Johns is not a kicker. So he lined up to kick.
But Milton didn't know that.
They did not know that. If they would have looked at the film, they would have knew that he was not a kicker.
Right.
But anyways, they pulled that off perfectly.
Beautifully, yeah.
And the energy on the sideline was just everybody was jumping.
Yep.
So the Raiders went down. They kicked a field goal. Actually, they scored the touchdown. Then they kicked a field goal, so it was 10-6 just like that, and then 13-6 early in the second. It was just like I don't know what happened during that stretch. Maybe Milton just decided to flex their muscles at that time. Then
they got punched in the mouth and they responded. I think
that they did. Good point.
We woke up a sleeping giant. Either that or it's because Marty went on in the second quarter. No, I'm kidding, Marty. I love you,
Marty.
brother.
You're dead weight.
Boy, yeah, Marty, you're dead weight. Just kidding.
He knows. He knows we are. It's funny that we play that and Marty. We bring on Marty this year. It's from our Buffalo Wild Wings commercial, and but it's a good one. Well, we're gonna go ahead and head out to commercial break. This Irish Bill Seminole Bob on Irish Bill's Twist on Sports. After these words from our sponsors, we will be right back.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Well, they're seeing to it that they are properly fed, have good transportation, are making sure that all Raider fans can hear all the exciting Navarre Raider football action The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishVilleSports.com.
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Marty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go sports bar!
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
To everyone who loves Culver's, the feeling is mutual. I'm Nicole from Culver's of Cross Plains, Wisconsin. And when I'm serving you a Butterburger, I'm just as happy as you are. I almost get giddy when I hear the sizzle of our fresh beef on the grill. Seeing that smile that comes from a meal made just right, some call it magic, but I like to call it love at first bite. Stop in for a cook-to-order Butterburger and let us make Culver's your happy place.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. A buying, building, or refinancing a dream home is in your future. You need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes, Stacy Wright, and Sheila Billingham are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or refinancing experiences smooth. So University Lending at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call us at 850-396-0322. The Hustle isn't named after anyone, not after a designer, definitely not after a mythological god. It's not about stripes or ranking or status. The Hustle is real. The Hustle is about you. So keep in mind when you're repping and rocking Hustle Hard USA streetwear, you can tell all the onlookers that this mark, this brand represents your hustle, your grind. You put in that time, that sweat, that pain. Now it's up to you to show them all what you got. Win or lose, the hustle is real. Go to www.hustlehardusa.com, and I can guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Navarre Fitness is where old school meets new. Whether you're into free weights or the latest and greatest weightlifting equipment, they will meet your needs. They have cardio machines as well if you want to get your sweat on. Whatever direction you decide to go, trainers Clay Horton, Brick Rubbs, Andrew Coase, and Stephanie Hunt will be there to assist you along the way. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, how do I join? Just go to navarrefitness.net and check out our rates or call us at 850-816-5434. You can even stop by our location at 8700B Navarre Parkway in Navarre. You can also visit our sister gym, Midway Fitness, at 5660 Gulf Breeze Parkway, Unit 1. Both facilities are open 24/7. We are the place to go to get you started on the road to a better you. You know what? Every time I look around, Bob is getting up, and I don't know where he's going off to now, but I just can't keep him in the seat next to me for a whole show. Hey, who was that?
It's Coach O, man. How's it going?
Coach O. Hey, Coach.
How about them Tigers, huh?
I think it's a little ironic that every time we come back from our first commercial break, Bob's always gone, and you end up coming through the door.
I've been here all along, man. I've been in the third booth on the left.
How was your Butterburger? Did you get a Butterburger tonight?
Yes, I did.
And it'll couscous?
A little couscous, a little Red Bull mixed with the Pepsi Cola. Ooh, that was sweet. Whew.
Did you get any custard?
Yes, sir. I got chocolate custard.
Oh, is that your favorite?
Or
Is that just what you decided to go with tonight?
Yeah, I like it all, man.
That doesn't surprise me. LSU's got a big game coming up this week. They head over to Hotty Toddy and take on Ole Miss.
Yeah, Hotty Toddy, gosh almighty. LSU's going to run over them Rebels or whatever they call themselves, the Black Bears.
I heard that's where Miss USA's go to redshirt.
I've met a couple of them red shirts.
Did you marry any of them?
No, I've dated a few, and I turned them into gray shirts.
Oh. Well, anyways, so what's up with you, late coach? We missed you last week. Marty, you would have had a chance to meet Marty last week. Marty's a great guy. He's not dead weight.
Yeah, no. Marty didn't tell you this, but I had a training session with him.
Really?
I did.
How did that go?
PR, man. Personal record on the bench.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I see you got some guns there.
Water guns, probably.
To put on those roses so you be Guns and Roses?
Oh, that's pretty funny. I forgot to laugh.
Anyway, so what brings you over here to Culver's this Tuesday night?
Oh, the chocolate custard, man. The chocolate. What are you talking about?
They have one over there in Destin as well in Fort Wall Beach. But you love coming to
Shut
Navarre.
the front door. They do?
They do.
Man,
Randy and Honey Smith own all three of them. They're pretty popular people around these parts.
I like old Honey and Randy. They're good people.
They are good people.
They're good people. Oh, they're military people.
Hey, are you a Yankees fan, Coach?
Shut your mouth. I like the Braves.
You like the Braves?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to give you a score update. The White Sox are leading the Yankees in the ninth 2-1.
Oh, well,
The season, we're down to 6 games. This is the last week of the regular season.
That's true.
Do you like baseball, Coach?
I do. Yeah. I think the Yankees are going to be in the playoffs, but I don't think those White Sox are.
No, if they lose tonight, I think it'll be loss number 100 again for the second straight year. Yeah. I think they're 50. No, this will be 99. They're 58 and 98 right now.
58 and 98.
That's 40 games under. It still beats last year, though, when they were 43 and 120, or 41 and 120 when they were 80 games.
That's almost like the current coach of LSU's record. 58.
That's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a long time.
I like Brian.
Do you like Brian?
I do. As far as, yeah.
Is he family?
No.
Because, when he came in, he said, we're family.
Yeah, he's a pretender.
I think he got his X's and O's crossed there in that one, that interview.
He's a pretender. So, look, I'm going to go see if Bob's locked in the bathroom again.
Please, don't knock on this doll. If he's in there, just let him be and just go back out the front door and say, hey, Bob, you're up.
Yeah.
And he might come back and said Asia or Africa, but because he is a school teacher. You knew that, didn't you, Coach?
Yeah, I know. He's a school teacher. He's got a mighty fine filly for a wife, boy.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to meet Kirsten?
Oh, boy, yeah.
We better keep Kirsten away from you.
Yeah,
I'll tell Bob to keep Kirsten away from you, Coach.
I'll do it. Listen.
Well, it's great talking with you as always, Coach.
I got to run.
You got to
run. Because I have the runs.
That we did not need to hear, Coach.
I hope your back feels better. I heard you were trying to bench press too much and threw it out. And so I hope you feel better. I know because, you got to be able to lift those grandkids, man.
You got that right.
You got that. Listen, all I can say is I'll be in Oxford.
Well, I would if I wasn't going to be at home this weekend. So
I'm going to be in Oxford and rooting on the Tigers.
are they the real Tigers?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They're better than the 1-3, the Clemson Tigers.
You went there.
I did, man. Listen, and almost as good as the Grambling Tigers.
Ooh. Are the Bloodstown Tigers?
Oh, I've been scouting some of that Bluntstown kids.
They got a running back over there.
Oh, yeah.
Amari Thomas?
Yeah.
That kid can ball.
We want him bad in Baton Rouge.
Okay. Well, it's great as always seeing you, Coach, and kick Bob in the pants. Tell him to get his butt back over here. We got a show to do.
I don't want to kick anybody in the pants. I might lose. I might lose my sponsorship for Red Bull.
Okay. Well, just tell Bob he's wanted back on.
I'll go do that.
Back
oh,
on the
wait
air.
a minute. I see Bob.
Okay.
Let me go get him.
See you, Coach. As Coach O, who makes an appearance every once in a while on Irish Bill's Twist on Sports, and he does a great job when he comes on with this, and we truly appreciate him coming on the show every Tuesday night. Bob, guy, you miss Coach O again. You miss Coach O again. What's up with that?
Oh, I saw him.
Here you go. Get your headset back here. But you know what time it is now.
All I know is stuff all over the headset.
Coach O, and you never know with Coach O.
I think he's got some. What's that stuff they use in the '60s? The Brill cream.
Bill cream. Yeah. Little dab will do you.
Bill cream.
Bill cream. Well, anyways, we're getting to that time.
What'd I miss?
We're getting to that time. Just the conversation with Coach O. We were talking about whether he liked the man in charge over there right now, and we finished it off with.
No, he didn't go there, did he?
He didn't. He actually likes Brian. He actually likes BK. He likes my BK too.
That's one.
But anyways, but
that's one person.
We finished talking about a guy, the running back over at Bloodstown, Amari Thomas. He says he wants them in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
But
he'd look good and white. He'd look good in garner and gold too.
Well, that's about, and it wouldn't be far for him to go. Bloodstown's just down the road from Tallahassee.
Yep.
Well, it's that time.
Drum
Irish
roll.
Bill's Panhandle Power Rankings for Week 5. Large schools: Choctaw, Pace. Milton moves into the 3 spot. Mosley 4. Tate up to 5. Bay drops to 6 with their first loss of the season. Washington moves in to replace Niceville at number 7 at 3-1. Small schools: Catholic. They take over the top spot over South Walton. Freeport, Baker, Bluntstown moves into the top 7 at number 4. South Walton falls to 5. Chipley stays at 6. Sneed sneaks in at number 7. Your players of the week, we're talking about that running back from Bluntstown, Amari Thomas. Listen to these numbers, folks. 20 carries, 370 yards, 5 touchdowns for the Tiger running back. What a night for him. Our defensive player from Mosley, Wyatt Fleming. We've seen enough of that guy over the last 3 years, haven't we, Bob?
Sure have.
13 tackles, 9 solo, 4 assists, and a tackle for loss. And our special teams player of the week hails right here from Navarre, Jack Meyer. 3 for 3 extra points, 2 for 2 field goals, 43 and 28 yards. Jack Meyer is our special teams player of the week. So congratulations to those 3 young men. And all those schools and the large and small schools, Panhandle Power Rankings. We'll have the rest of the numbers posted Thursday morning after our show tomorrow night. But once again, congratulations to those 3 players, Bob.
Jack's got to be one of the leading scorers for Navarre. I know.
It's funny that you should say that.
Our wide receiver might be pretty close.
Marquez White leading the way with 24 points on 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Brody Powers with 3 touchdowns, 18. And Jack with 16 points, 7 extra points, 7 for 7 field goal extra points, 3 for 3 field goals. What a season so far for the junior who has worked his tail end off. He's now the backup punter for the Raiders. He moved into that backup role. So great season so far for that young man, Jack Meyer, only a junior.
He stepped up.
Here's some of the numbers I'll go over a few. Bay's quarterback, Zabayan Morgan, 16 of 23, 297 yards, 2 touchdowns in a losing effort. Mosley, of course, we always bring up him. J.P. Holsom-Bake, 17 of 25, 279 yards and a touchdown. Taman Zabeticus had his best game passing this last week against Niceville, 13 of 17, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. Billy Dunn, 18 of 28, 213 yards and a score. Wide receivers, Choctaw's DJ Spence, 5 receptions, 128 yards, a score. For Long Beach's Dante Walker, 5 receptions, 123 yards. We already talked about Marquez White. Holmes County McKinley Sorey, 6 receptions, 103 yards. And Bay's Javar Bowden, 3 receptions, 100 yards. Your running backs, there's no stopping this young man from pace. His 4th straight 200-yard game last week, 232 yards on 22 carries, 3 touchdowns from Mikael Williams. Cottondale's Tremont Collins, 8 carries, 178 yards, 2 scores. Washington's Deshaun Bohannon, 19 carries, 171 and a score. Cottondale's Zacharias Collins, our offensive player of the week last week. He had an off game, 21 carries, 163 yards and a TD. And over on defense, Wyatt Strait for the 2nd straight week is coming close to picking him back-to-back weeks. Baker's Wyatt Strait, 17 tackles, 13 solo, 4 assists. He had 21 last week. Escambia's Royson Jones, 14 tackles, of which 13 were solo tackles. Our special teams maverick, right? We talk about him every week. It's like a broken record with that young man. 6 for 6 extra points, 1 for 1 field goals, 40 from 41. Keller Brown, 5 for 5 extra points, 2 punts, average 45, 1 inside the 20. Choctaw's Kyler Galkowski, 6 of 6 extra points. Escambia's Clayton Sanders, 5 punts, a 40.8 average. Pace's Caleb Nelson, 4 for 4 on the night. And there's just some of the talents and we'll performances, and we'll post those on the Irish Bill Sports page, IB Sports on Facebook group chat on Thursday morning. So every year we talk about some great performances and some great players here.
Just phenomenal talent in Northwest Florida. J.D. Brown of South Walton, I taught him when he was in 7th grade.
Wow. Is he a tall man or is
No, not. I mean, he's probably 6 foot now.
He went 28 for 42 for 205 in that loss to Florida High last week.
And I don't think he played some quarterback at Emerald Coast, but he played all over. He played both ways. He played receiver, played running back. Really a smart kid. And when you combine football talent, arm strength, speed with smarts, that could be dangerous.
Well, it's time to get to our high school picks from last week. Joe and I take the top spot, 22-5. Bob Wright a couple games back, 20-7. Marty 19-8, and Paul bringing up the caboose with 16-11 record. Paul out of town. He's up in my neck of the woods this week, Bob. He's up in Wabash, Indiana.
Wabash.
It's just north of Indianapolis and about 70 miles from my hometown in Kindleville, Indiana.
So you're going to be back for Friday night?
Yeah, I'm sure. Can you keep Paul away from a home game?
Negative.
So those were and here's our games this week. 2 Thursday night games. Impact Christian Academy at Childs. Pensacola at Bay. No, they're not at Bay. They're playing on the road at Bay. They're not at Bay. Get it? Okay.
Yeah.
If I have to explain my joke, it must not have been a very good joke.
No.
Anyways, we got Tate coming into our district matchup starting this week.
Yeah, they're all the stars are here.
Milton at Mosley, that should be one heck of a game Friday night. Choctaw at Arnold, that will be another blowout for the Indians. Crestview at Pace, could be interesting.
Good.
Coach Grant, your alter ego.
Yes, my namesake.
Your namesake over there. Crestview with a big win a couple weeks ago over at Niceville. A cup from behind win there. Niceville goes to Gulf Breeze. They should get back on track this week.
No doubt.
Fort Walton Beach at Rickards. They're taking the trip over to Tallahassee. Pensacola Catholic at Freeport.
Ooh.
Is this where we're going to see what Freeport really is?
Oh, I
this
agree.
week?
You hit the nail right on the head. Took the words out of my mouth and any other trite expressions. Absolutely.
And this is a district matchup, and this should give one team the heads up going through
I
the rest.
agree.
But one of the best districts in all of the Panhandle. I mean, this is their district: Catholic, Walton, South Walton, Freeport. You got 4-0 Freeport, 4-1 Catholic, 4-1 South Walton. Actually, 3-1 South Walton, and 2-2 Walton.
And guess who plays this week? Walton and South
Walton. It's a battle of Walton County this week. Is there a name for that, or is it just the Battle of Walton County?
Battle of Walton County.
Okay.
Something that rhymes with 331.
Okay. Rutherford at Mariana. Leon going over to Lincoln. Godby at Baker County. Booker T. Washington going across town to Escambia. W.S. Neal heading over for that long trip from over to Bluntstown. That should be a good game. W.S. Neal's always a solid team in
So
Alabama.
far, Bluntstown has scored 231 points.
In four games?
Yes, sir. Allowing 51. Average of 57 points for and 13 against.
Wow. What a job that they're doing over there. I'm trying to remember their coach. I think that's Bobby Jordan.
It
if
is.
I remember right.
It is. Very good.
Bobby Jordan, he was there a while back. I think he was there before Coach Bo was there.
He was.
And then he went down and coached another team. I think it was down in the Port St. Joe area or something, Weewa or something like that. And then he came back to Bluntstown, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, doing a great job with that Bluntstown program. It helps when you get a running back in like Mari Thomas.
You think?
But, well, that's the rest of the schedule. You got Houston County going to Baker. Baker looking good.
Houston County is, there's a couple of them. This one,
is
according to this schedule, is Columbia, Alabama.
Okay.
Near Dothan.
Because you have Houston County, Georgia as well.
Correct, yep.
And that's over there where Warner Robins is at. And that's where a couple of the Georgia players, the quarterback over there that used to play for Georgia, I think, and his brother used to play. They were at Warner Robins over in that area. Rocky Bayou at Central. Does Central get their first win this week?
Yeah.
Rocky Bayou, I think, looking for their first win as well.
Yep.
And that should be an interesting
Something's
ball
gotta
game
give.
there for Coach Joe Surratt, looking for his first win this year. Chipley at Holmes County. This should be a really good game. Holmes County has been playing everybody tough here early in the season. Cottondale, offensively, not as potent as Bluntstown, but they put up a lot of points as well. They're going to Weewa this week.
Well, they scored 60 and lost against Freeport.
Freeport, 71-60. Wow. And lose. And your running back rushes for 376 yards in a losing that. How do you do that?
Don't have much of a defense.
Neither team. And I was bugging the young man, Carter Nunes, the quarterback over at Freeport. I said, I love what you guys are doing on offense, but what about that defense? He goes, I was even trying to get in one of the games, and the coach said, no, get back to the sideline. They're just having a hard time stopping anybody right now. Destin heading into Alabama. They're opting into Alabama to play Op. Always a good team. And look for Op. Probably take that one, but we'll get those picks tomorrow night. McClay at FAMU. What did season McClay? A turnaround season for McClay. I think they only had like 2 or 3 wins last year, and they're fighting back. No, they actually had a 7-4. They made the playoffs last year. That's right.
I'm wondering if they picked up players from John Paul.
That's a possibility since St. John Paul's not playing this year, and neither is Monroe as well. And I'm wondering if they got any of the transfers out of Gadsden County as well.
Could be.
But they're having a good season. Graceville heading to Franklin County. Franklin County looking pretty solid this year under Coach John Cooper. Flomaton, Alabama, going to Jay. That's not a very far road trip for Flomaton. They're just across the border into Alabama. This should be a good game there.
Yeah, Flomaton's. They won their first 3 and lost to powerhouse T.R. Miller.
Oh, they're always
and
good.
Bayside Academy.
They're one of the winningest teams in the state of Alabama, aren't they?
Who's that? TR?
TR.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Bruton.
They're another team that likes to play all comers as well. And there you got a great battle there between the two Bruton schools, W.S. Neal and T.R. Miller. Jefferson County heading to Hamilton County. Vernon heading to Lighthouse. They'll be over in our area on Friday night. Then Sneed's heading on over to Liberty County. In those matchups there. So there's the games this week. We'll talk about them more tomorrow night on the Coaches Show from Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow night. And then our lineup, we have Coach Jamie Jones, Jaden Jones, and Zeke Burgess coming on the show tomorrow night. And should be a great show tomorrow night, Bob.
I think so. Absolutely, Bill.
Let's get over to our college picks. Yours truly. Am I going to be the new pick wizard? I think that's put on hold for now. But Irish Bill, 23-7 last week. I missed my first 6 out of 7 games last week, Bob, and then went on a roll.
Pride cometh before the fall, says the good book.
Joe comes in at 22-8, Bob 21-9, Paul and Marty at 20-10 for the season. I got a 1-game lead on Joe and a 2-game lead on you, so it's pretty tight up near the top. Paul is 5 games back, and Marty is right there even with Paul as well. So it's pretty tight after the first 4 weeks of the season. Our games this week, we got a Thursday night game. I was leaning towards one team on this one, but I'm not going to let you know who that was until tomorrow. But we got Army at East Carolina. Friday night games, we got Florida State heading to Virginia.
They better not be looking ahead to Miami in 2 weeks. They get an extra day by playing of rest.
Virginia's 3-1 on the season, aren't they?
Virginia's 3-1.
Yeah, so don't count Virginia out.
No, they better. Florida State better not.
Don't be cavalier about it.
Don't be. Yeah, very good. And if Florida State, when Florida State wins, could it be 2 top 5, top 7 teams playing one another next week in Tallahassee?
Then we got the Horned Toads or the Horned Frogs or whatever they are heading to Arizona State. Friday night, Houston. That's not Houston. It's Houston going to Oregon State, up to not to Eugene, but to Beaverton.
Beaverton?
Is that?
I'm not
no,
sure.
It's Corvallis. Corvallis. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They're the Beavers. I don't know why I said that. Because they are the Beavers.
Did you take any pain pills for your back before the?
To be honest with you, Bob, right before I left, I took some pain pills.
Okay.
So that's probably why I'm acting the way that I am. Then our Saturday games, we got Notre Dame heading to Arkansas. This earlier in the season, I would have said, no, that's not going to be a very good game. But Arkansas, Memphis played one of the better games of the season last week. Memphis State pulled that one out 32-21. But this is going to be a great contest. Notre Dame coming off their first win and a 2-hour weather delay in that ball game. So back-to-back weeks delays for Purdue because they played USC the week before, and they had a 3-hour weather delay. So if you're playing Purdue, the odds are the weather's not going to be good.
Yeah. When was the last time those two teams met? Lou Holtz coached both teams, right?
At the same time?
Might as well have.
No, he did coach at Notre Dame and Arkansas.
Yep.
Our next game, we got Indiana going to Iowa. What a performance last week by the Hurrying Hoosiers.
Let down.
Yeah, they
let
put
down this week.
That could be because they're going to Iowa, and Iowa's always a tough place to play. But Iowa pushed their foot on the gas at the beginning of that game, and they never took their foot off the pedal.
Indiana, you mean?
Yeah, Indiana over Illinois last week.
Indiana's only
63-10.
favored by 3.5.
Well, that's tough. Tough game on the road.
True that.
Duke going to Syracuse. Syracuse gives Clemson their third loss of the season.
Did not see that coming.
The natives are restless.
You gave him almost a lifetime contract.
He's not going anywhere.
No, he's not.
He's not going anywhere, but you know how the natives are these days.
Yeah. I mean, if they're not in the top 12, in the top bowl game, they don't want to go to, the Poulon.
Bob, I don't like patting myself on the back, but once in a while I have to just do that.
Pat yourself on the back.
On the Southern Gentleman Sports Show before the season started. I was called in as a guest. Used to be on that show every Saturday, and they said, "What is your team that's going to be overhyped going into this season and won't?" And I said, "It's Clemson." And I said, "Yes, they may have one of the better returning quarterbacks at quarterback, but they haven't won anything. Yes, they won the ACC title last year, but in a conference that was really down last year against an SMU team, the first year, I believe, in the conference. They hadn't proved anything, and so far they haven't proved anything this year, 1-3. And it's the first time that Dabo has started out in a season 1-3.
And Dabo, probably one of the best coaches.
One of my
favorites. Best coaches.
One of my favorites.
In America.
Now we got Georgia Tech off to a great start. They're heading to Wake Forest, but they always have trouble playing over at Wake.
They do. Georgia Tech. I didn't get a line on that game. Yes, I did. 14.
I could draw a line for you.
14.5.
Georgia Tech favored?
Georgia Tech's favored by 14.5. I might want to take some of that.
Number 21 USC going to Champaign-Urbana this week for Illinois. USC looking really good, and they have a local prospect starting at running back at USC. You'll remember this name from Catholic High, Wayman Jordan.
Really?
Remember, he started 4 years for Catholic. He went to JUCO, and he ended up at USC, and he's their starting running back for the USC Trojans from Catholic High.
How about that?
Well, in Illinois, just keep the free fall going after that game against Indiana last week. Wait and see. UCF heading to Kansas State. UCF looked good last week. Heading to Kansas State. It's been Heckle and Jekyll this year.
Absolutely.
And that should be it. What's the spread on that one?
5.5, 6.5.
The home team?
Yes, Kansas State's favored by 6.5.
Scott Frost is back at UCF, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Because the old boy got up and left. He's over in Tallahassee now.
Mm-hmm.
The Gus bus is in Tallahassee now.
The Gus bus parked in Tallahassee.
Then we got Utah State heading to Nashville, Tennessee to take on Vandy. Vandy off to a great start.
They're favored by 21.5.
Utah State are the Aggies, if I remember right.
They are. Yep.
Utah going to West Virginia. Utah should bounce back from that Texas Tech debacle last week at home.
Yeah. Utah's favored by 9.5.
So we'll go with you. Oh, well, I'm not going to tell you who we're going with there. UCLA at Northwestern. Normally this would be a no contest, but Northwestern, we'll see.
Northwestern's favored by 6.5.
That is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Baylor at Oklahoma State. Even more embarrassing is the Oklahoma State Cowboys this year.
Yeah, buddy.
69-3 in their opening game against Oregon. I know Oregon's going to beat a lot of teams, and they may win this weekend, but you just can't lose at home 69-3.
Well, they fired their coach today or yesterday.
So he's not going to be 60. I'm 60. I'm a man. No, you're 58. You're gone.
I enjoyed. He's one of the most charismatic coaches.
I agree. I like
football.
Coach Gundy.
But he's the Cowboys are 20-point dogs to Baylor at home.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Big 12 matchup there.
Mm-hmm.
LSU, number 4 LSU going to, as we talked about earlier, going to Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is favored in that game. Are they not, or
Nope.
are they underdogs at home?
They're dogs.
Wow.
LSU favored by 2.5.
That should be a good ball game.
It should. Yeah, my daughter's going to go to that game.
Nice. She'll have a good time.
Ole Miss is no slouch. 13.
Looking
13.
good early in the season, too. Auburn, who kind of got robbed last week at Oklahoma.
Sure
I'm
did.
sorry. There was like 2 interference penalties. The guys wrapped around the Auburn receiver, and they throw nothing.
And they missed the hidden player on the field.
But the one good thing about that was the spread, I think, was 7. And when the quarterback got sacked at the end of the game, that made the game 7. So a lot of people won their bet last week because the Auburn quarterback got sacked in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
For a safety.
They travel to Texas A&M.
A&M fresh off their 41-40 win over the Irish a couple weeks ago.
A&M favored by 6.5.
6.5. We got Ohio State going to Washington. Wow.
Yeah.
Not much. That spread's got to be double digits.
Not yet. 9.5.
Oh, close. Okay, then we got Hawaii going to Air Force. They're coming to the homeland. To face Air Force this week.
Air Force favored by 4.5. I might want to take some of that too.
Tennessee, number 15, Tennessee going to Mississippi State over to Stark Vegas.
Undefeated Mississippi State.
Indeed.
Tennessee favored by 7.5. Mississippi State wins this week. They might want to turn some heads in the SEC.
Arizona going to number 14, Iowa State, up to Ames, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
I love their colors a lot better than the Hawkeyes. I know you guys got a family thing going on between Iowa and Iowa State. I don't want to throw any matches on that fire or gasoline on that fire at all.
One of the best games of the weekend.
Number 6, Oregon going to Happy Valley to take on the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Penn State ranked, was it 3rd?
Penn State ranked 3rd right now. Oregon ranked 6th.
Penn State favored by 3.5.
But Dante Moore, what a season he's having so far for Oregon. And Penn State, I don't care for you much. We'll see who we pick tomorrow night. UMass should say no Moss when they go to Missouri this weekend. Number 20, Missouri.
You want to guess the spread?
I'm going to say 42.
Gosh, you're pretty close. 43.5. And it's on ESPNU at 6:30.
They should put that one on the Ocho. Nobody can find it. Anyways, Washington State going to Colorado State. The battle of don't have a conference.
Yeah. Colorado State favored by 4.5.
Colorado State in the Mountain West. And Washington State is, I don't know what Washington. I think they're part of the Mountain West now. I'm not really sure. Still part of the Pac-12, like Pac-2.
Pac-2.
Number 17, Alabama, going to number 5, Georgia. How about them dogs, Debbie? How about them dogs? We need more dogs.
How about them hairy dogs?
Then we got Kentucky going to South Carolina. South Kakalaka. Sellers is back. He actually played this past week. They're
favored
back
by 6.5 over Kentucky.
And then we're going to finish it up. I think this next game is going to be closer than what the spread is. You got number 25 BYU heading to Colorado.
Colorado had a big win last week. BYU on the road favored by 6.5, Bill.
6.5, wow.
And you can catch that game at our time, start time, 9:15.
9:15.
On ESPN.
I'll probably be in bed by then.
My mother used to say,
What's
you'll
that?
be in your 4th dream by then.
And watching a couple of these earlier games, I might even be asleep before that.
Well, the Catholics play early.
We do play. I think we do play early. I think
do,
we're
11 a.m.
11 a.m. game.
11 a.m. on ABC.
Arkansas. Ooh, pig suey. Because Joe has a degree from Arkansas. I know. So I can't really dog the Arkansas Razorbacks because my good friend, the retired pick wizard,
You better watch your mouth.
I
He's
know.
liable. Boy, you're bragging this week, brother.
Hey.
When you got it, you got it.
When you got it, you got it, because we know in anything, everything is short-lived.
That's true.
But, well, anyways, those are our high school and college games coming up. Debbie laughing. And those are games coming up this week. Let's go over to our former Navarre Raiders and where they're at now.
Okay.
Arizona Cardinals Michael Carter may possibly be brought up from the practice squad. Unfortunately,
nothing official.
James Conner is out for the season with an ankle injury.
Yeah.
But
surgery.
we're waiting to see if Michael will be brought back this year.
Benson would be ahead of him. Michael, very good out of the backfield, catching the football. So we'll see.
And most definitely. In fact, you know what? I forgot to up these. We're going to have to hold off on these till tomorrow night. So let's talk about the Gulf South Conference.
Let's talk about the Gulf South.
And the South Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, the SIAC.
By the sea.
I don't know if any of the schools are by the sea.
They got a long name. It's almost like Hurley Hanna Panther Stadium.
Hurley Hanna Field at, I don't know.
It was right in front of us. That's the only way I could remember.
Hurley Manning Field at Hannah Haywood Stadium.
Very good.
Home of the Milton Panthers. Anyways, Gulf South Conference, there was only 3 games last week, and West Florida moved to 4-0 as they went on the road and beat North Greenville 25-17. Delta State over Fort Valley State 21-16, and West Alabama over Barton College. So at least one Alabama team won last week, Debbie. 52-14. This week's schedule, West Alabama at North Greenville, UNC Pembroke at Valdosta State, Erskine at Delta State, and UWF has the week
UWF a couple of weeks ago had 200 yards in penalties.
Yeah,
well, obviously it's on the player standpoint, it's a lack of
they've had over 100 yards at least two of the 4 games at least. Maybe 3.
Self-discipline, a lot of extra, unsportsmanlike penalties. Is that on the players or is that on the coaches?
I think it could be a combination of both.
Or when that happens. I'm not blaming the West Florida coach.
Those penalties early in the season not as drastic or could hurt you early in the season, but you get into games against West Alabama, your conference games, those penalties will hurt you.
Right.
So on the season, West Alabama and West Florida 4-0, Delta State 3-1, Valdosta State 2-1. Over to the SIAC standings after week 4. Last week's scores: Benedict 45, Tuskegee 24, Morgan State 27, Central State Goose Egg, Kentucky State 35, Morehouse 17, Savannah State over Molly's College off to a 0-4 start after they were ranked early in the season, 45-19. Delta State over Fort Valley State 21-16, Bethune-Cookman over Edward Waters 35-9, Allen over Clark Atlanta 49-38, and Alabama A&M over Lane 49-7. This week's game, Allen at these are all conference games except for Miles at Morgan State, Allen at Albany State, Central State at Lane, Benedict at Clark Atlanta, Fort Valley State at Tuskegee, Kentucky State at Savannah State, and Morehouse at Edward Waters. Those are all the SIAC games. On the season, leading on early, you got 3 teams at 2-0 in conference action: Benedict, Edward Waters, and Allen. Albany State unbeaten as well. So there's your SIAC and Gulf South Conference updates.
Did you see the Idaho State score?
Are those the potato heads?
They're the Bengals, I think.
Idaho's the Vandals. I know that.
The Vandals, right? No, Idaho State played, I guess, a Division III school. Lincoln out of California beat them 90-0.
Ouch! That was almost as bad as the game last week for what was it? The Michigan Jakari Thomas's school last week. They got beat 83-0. If I remember right. Lackawanna College beat Community Christian College last week 83-0. That's a long day. It's hard to come back from an 83-0 shellacking. Only thing, it can only go up from there. Either the score or
your blood pressure or the coach's blood pressure. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night, man.
Wednesday night show. Great lineup tomorrow night with Coach Jones. I don't think we've had Coach Jones on our show before, and haven't had a chance to talk with Jaden Jones, the leading tackler for Navarre this season, and it's always great to talk with Zeke Burgess, one of the best. He's got one of the best hairdos on the team, and he's only a junior, and Jaden's only a sophomore, so we get to talk with those young men for the next couple of years. It should be a great show tomorrow night from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Join us, man.
Most definitely. If you can't, the offer is still here. Culver's, come here. Only one of you, at least one of you. Well, if you bring a family of 5, I'm not going to buy everybody. But the first one to walk up to us while we're doing the show, I will buy your dinner. At Buffalo Wings,
we almost had a family come on over.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we almost did.
We chased them off, though. I think no.
I know what is it? We did. Yeah, did we? I showered today, Bob.
No, that was cute.
We both did.
Mom and Dad. I did too, by the way. Mom and Dad and family of 4 and all under the age of like 8. I'm going, wow, I remember those days.
Yeah. We've had 2, and 2 was enough. But anyways, great show tomorrow night. We got the game Friday night district matchup.
Up on the roof.
Weather permitting. The weather looks pretty solid. I think there's supposed to be rain Thursday and into the morning on Friday, but it's supposed to clear out Friday afternoon, so we should be okay up on the booth. If not, we'll be inside in the press box. We always got the room available for us unless someone else is coming to televise the game, and I'm not sure. I don't think anybody is coming this week.
That should be ours no matter what. By the way, Yankees came back, beat the White Sox 3-2.
That doesn't surprise me with the White Sox bullpen. That never fails. White Sox bullpen has been their demise all year long.
Well, first of all, they got rid of their best pitcher to the Red Sox, or did he went free agent?
He was free. You're talking. Oh yeah, no.
The guy
we actually traded
down.
We actually traded him.
Yeah.
But
good show tonight, Bill.
It was, and what do you think? Let's talk a little bit about that Friday night game coming up. Like remember last year, Navarre was 1-3 or 1-3 going into that game last year, and Tate was 5-0.
Right. Yeah, sure was.
The Raiders held on to I think a 30-27 win last year, and it was a great game back and forth. Andre Spence had his best year on offense. Andre now a running back over at the University of South Alabama, and he gets to travel with the team, and he's going to do big things over there for the Jaguars over in Mobile.
Well, it'll be just interesting if there's any changes for Navarre, either because of past play or injury, which we would never want. But we'll see. Makes life interesting.
Most definitely. Well, we hope that you enjoyed this show on this Tuesday night, this 23rd day of September, as we're winding down here. The end of the fiscal year is next week already. Gosh, it's hard to believe. Yeah.
Well, that's for the U.S. government, right?
For the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And my official retirement date next Tuesday night. So when we do the show next
I won't
Tuesday,
be here.
We'll have Marty in here and filling in for Seminole Bob. And
we play Walton.
It will be my last official day of work. then
How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
I feel good. Do, 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 do.
I knew that you
know
would
what
now.
I will now.
But
thank you for your service, sir.
appreciate it.
Many,
almost 41 years. Wow. But like I said before, I hope you all enjoyed the show tonight, and we're going to go ahead out to our favorite song. Have a good night, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night for Buffalo Wild Wings. Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, signing off.